What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 AI only Europe battle with the Health and Plagues mod. I said towards the end of the last video we were approaching a period where all the wars had sort of stopped and we were going to see a calm period. Well, that was shattered immediately. The final term we went through last video as Russia came back to life and are now preparing the invasion of Austria, or are invading Austria. I thought the main focus was going to be Warsaw, and Russia will probably still take Warsaw, but Salzburg is what looks like the primary focus of the Russian army, and obviously they're backed by the Khazarians as well, which means we are seeing a very, very powerful force arise in the east if these two are going to team up from now on, which is bad news for everybody else in the entire game, I'm afraid, especially since the Songhai have decided to follow them down the autocratic route, which is bad news for the Garamantes, who have just slowed too much. Although it looks like the Greek Navy, a Greece and Spain war. Oh no, Greece might be going for Morocco here. But if I'm not wrong, they may also be going to try and unify Sardinia for themselves. See, it's shared between two cities. They want the southern half potentially here as well, which would probably anger the Spanish, who have just obviously had some success against the Moors in taking Grenada. And that's a step towards unifying Iberia, which they need to do before the end of the game to have any chance of winning, or to have any chance of getting in that top 5 even. Because at the moment, my top 5, I'm going to let you put yours in the comments below. Let me know who your top 5 civs are in the game so far. You don't have to put them in order, but who you think are in the top 5. Mine is Russia, without a doubt. Who else? There's a big war just broken out, but I'll go on to that in a second. Russia are in there, Khazar are in there, because of their technological advantage, their friendship with Russia, they're doing very well. And Finland are probably not quite. I don't know, who else would I put in? Arabia are in there. I wouldn't put the Songhai in there just yet, or the Ottomans. I don't know, I've got a top 3. I think France may even slip in there. I don't know, it's tough to pick a top 5. But Russia, Khazar, Arabia, Finland are just too spread. I think Songhai probably are in there now, because we have seen them do well. Yeah, Songhai have got to be in there in the top, in 4th probably, and then 5th I would say. Yeah, we're not even including the Garamantes here, which is a big decision, which I probably wouldn't include them. I think the Ottomans may even slip into 5th place over Finland, just because of their location, what they're doing at the moment. Okay, so there's some wars finishing, but let's just focus. Toledo has fallen. The Songhai are still making progress, and now they're starting to take coastal cities in North Africa, which means finally there's an opportunity for the Songhai. They're all puppets at the moment, so not yet, but maybe we'll see a Songhai navy in the future, and this will worry the Moors and Portugal, because they've got an aggressive nation now to the south of them. But yes, what we saw that was pretty big, what is this? Embargo Finland. Who proposed that? Prussia. I wonder why. Prussia shouldn't even be able to vote. They're not alive anymore. I guess there is Prussian people living elsewhere. I guess that's how you could justify it. France and Switzerland v Spain. Again, this is going to be tough. I don't think anything will come of it. France is still grinding away at Munich in the east. The Moors v Morocco. No, nothing's going to happen here either, by the looks of things. Maybe, I think the Greeks may beat the Songhai to this city though, the former Vandal city that is now the Moroccan capital. That may fall to the Greeks, the way things are going. Britain have settled Newcastle, just north of Helsinki. Probably not a good move. Finland, probably not the sort of person to be aggravating, since they've made some significant progress down here into Central Europe. Ideology, the Ottomans joining the Garamantes in order, and that takes them out of my top 5. Yes, they're in the top 5, first 5 civs to pick an ideology, but being next to Russia and Armenia, even though it's over a sea, now Russia have access to the Black Sea. Actually, they've taken Salzburg. Warsaw is going to fall as well. Boom, this is bad news, because the Ottomans, you don't want to be angering Russia and the Khazar when you border them like you do. They're autocratic. You're just putting risks on yourself, and obviously you don't know what Arabia are going to go down either. They're probably gonna get caught out pretty soon. But yes, Babylon. Okay, so people are just teaming up against Morocco. Greece. I like these. The borders of these two cities of Greece looks very nice, and as long as the Garamantes don't take them out, that would be appreciated. The Greek navy is very strong in the Mediterranean. Half of it, like, I would say that is a strong navy for someone in the Mediterranean at the moment, how we've seen the game. So to consider they have all of this as well, the Greeks are in a good position, at least in terms of naval strength in the Mediterranean. But that's not where they need to be strong. They need to be strong in their northeast, next to the former Gothic cities, because look at this. Big Russian army here, not even being used to fight through. It looks like Warsaw will fall soon. I mean, they don't have any cannons or anything, so that's going to take a while. And these Gatling guns will be doing some work to keep the Austrians alive here. Austria, got to keep in mind what the Finnish are doing as well behind them. At the moment it's completely empty, but you never know, something could materialise, an invasion of some sorts. The French are failing still, first start, and there we go, one Salé, I presume is how you probably pronounce it, something like that. Salé falls to the Songhai as well. All of the Moroccan cities but one, and a race is on then between the Songhai and the Greeks to take this. It'd be interesting to see the Greeks. They're definitely trying to spread throughout the Mediterranean their empire. They've got the island of, I think it's Crete, this island here, obviously Sardinia, so they've already got, that's the reason. I mean, there's just so many coastal cities, only two non-coastal cities. That would explain why they have such a strong navy. Only two cities that aren't coastal. That is pretty impressive. Greece have been pretty impressive. Credit to Greece. I mean, they may be about to find themselves in a bad spot, but they've been impressive. I mean, I couldn't have expected Russia to have done this well. This has shocked me. Normally, the Huns take Russia, the Huns to do badly as well was a surprise. I thought we'd at least see a strong Huns negating Russia, and I didn't expect, if there was to be a strong Khazar, that they would team up with them. I thought, you know, at least we'd see a war there, and yes, Greece did get it done. So Songhai's efforts, they couldn't take the final city, and the Greeks do, which again, it's another port, I guess, for the Greeks to build boats from, store ships at, and control the Mediterranean from. Although for the Greeks, they could definitely do the Greeks with Santiago, because at the moment they can't actually travel back without open borders. I mean, they'd still need to take, and if the Greeks launched an attack Spain, if I was Greece, attack Spain, take Santiago, you wouldn't face consequences from actual Spain. You'd get it done with this navy, and then attack the Vandals as well, and then you could go from both sides, and then you have complete control to move through the Mediterranean as you please, and you have quite a bit of control on who else moves through it. So that'd be a really good place for them to be in. How are Armenia doing? You're just chilling, doing a good thing. There is a lot of units over here from the Ottomans, and what is this? Oh, that's one of their unique units. And the Byzantium as well. Byzantium still have quite a fair few units just waltzing around. They haven't had to use them yet. Obviously, they've got this border with Russia they'll be worried about, but okay, Warsaw is still safe for now. Papal States. Europe is starting to change. We saw the France are obviously at war with Bavaria. We saw France and Switzerland declare war on Spain, where it looks like the Swiss are trying, but it's not going to work too well. But it looks like the Papal States aren't too happy. They're going to come in, and this will probably end any French hopes. I mean, there's not only just a load of Bavarian units sitting here freely, but the French probably going to get blocked now by Papal States units, which is going to make this tough. Papal States making a good move, I guess. Oh my goodness, what? How is this? Oh, wait, how have they done that? That's not possible. Don't you have to put it down inside your own, even if it's just one away, to steal their land? Like, I'm pretty sure Greece can't do this, but they have. I don't know how, but the Greeks have done it. They've slapped down a citadel in the middle of the Papal States' land. And the worst thing is for the Papal States, if they want to take that land back, they don't even know which city is it. They have to go after Pharsalos, Ingolstadt. Which one do they have to go after to get those borders back? I don't know which one they're tied to in terms of which one counts as the city you need to take this, because it's not attached to any city. It's just like a Greek area. It's going to really annoy me for the rest of the game, but that happens, I guess. Ooh. Okay, so people really don't like France, and as Britain has now got Glasgow as a landing point, it can put more land units in. The French units are out here. It's going to all the British boats are up here, which is a worry because the French boats are down here. But we're going to see a big naval battle between the British and the French. But luckily Britain got some units at least over into Glasgow beforehand. This could be a bad time for the French if they're not careful. They're fighting 4 fronts now. Sort of east, southeast, east, northwest, and southwest, my bad. Who's this? Arabia. Oh, okay, so Arabia's joining the Songhai, Russia and the Khazar with autocracy. No one's gone freedom. And this is really bad for the Ottomans now that Arabia have gone and joined Russia and the Khazar. We could see the Ottomans in a big war pretty soon to hold on to what they've got, because the Ottomans are very strong. Oh, and I saw that coming. I didn't say anything, but I saw that coming in the corner of my eye. Just over the British units we were looking at, the Celts were moving in, and I don't know whether they'll have any success here. I'd be impressed if they do. See if Finland get embargoed. That will be a pretty big importance. We're into the year 1902 AD. So, pretty interesting times as Russia have not had success. Could Austria pull off a miracle? Could Austria hold on in mainland Austria? They finally grabbed that tile, which means if they survive, that will be helpful. They could do with... Yeah, they need a road going this way, because Finland have sort of cut off their road with the citadel. But wow, this is going to be interesting. Also, Finland must have moved up the info addict for land, because they are pretty big down here. They look very big on the map, and obviously they've got all this over here as well, this vast expanse of the tundra, which Russia have not really been interested in. I guess tundra's this. I guess this is just sort of woodland. But Russia haven't been too interested in the rest of the tundra, the woodland. They're just happy to let their borders grow as they please. All these cities are good average size cities, which is... That's why they're so strong. Every city is good. You look at some civs, and you know, the Songhai, these northern cities are useless. These middle cities are pretty low, 2 population, etc. They're not very good. The Greeks have been impressive to take this city. I love how I just rant about like the same 5 or 6 civs for a whole video. And then the second someone else does something good, like, I was like, oh yeah, I knew they'd come good. Finland's been embargoed. That's bad for Finland. And I missed something. Did someone go for an ideology? Is that what happened? Yes. Yes. No. No one did. 4 autocracy. A disease outbreak happened, but I don't know where it is. That is a problem. I'll hit next turn. Let's go hunt the disease. We played Hunt the Prussian a few videos ago. Today we're gonna do where's the disease? We can place your bets on where you think the disease is gonna be. Probably, where is it? It's not up this way. It's not out this way. Not out this way. Not out this way. Not out this way. Where is it? I can't find it. Maybe I've probably gone over it a few times. There we go. Finland v Austria as predicted. Now there's only a few riflemen here, so Austria are probably safe. France, you're struggling enough, and now you've got to deal with all these units that are here. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, the AI listened. Greece listened. Thank you, Greece. This could be big. If Greece take this city, then maybe there is hope for the Greeks. Where is this disease? I thought it was going to be in Iceland again, which would have been brutal. It is not. The British are fighting for Orleans. This is going to be so big. If France, maybe France have outstretched themselves here. And that would be big, because France were doing pretty well in Western Europe. They were a stronger civ. Problem is they were too friendly. They tried to be friends with Switzerland, who aren't that strong. I mean, look at them here. This is going to fail, but Spain will be fine. Also, Madrid is starving. Just thought I'd note. Where on earth is this disease? Problem is, so many cities are being blockaded. You can't... I don't think... It may not show them both at the same time. Yeah, I have no idea where this disease is. It could be anywhere. Armenia. Good job getting the settler out. As of Greece. But I have no idea where the disease is. We'll find it eventually. Once it spreads a bit more, we'll see it more easily. But yeah, like I said, that was a bad move from the French, because now they've just got to fight all these Austrian units that are waiting in Bavaria that can't get home because Denmark aren't being very nice. Not giving them open borders. So that's just more units for the French to fight up close to home. And I mean, the British... Okay, so the French Navy has held out here. It's destroyed most of the British boats towards the south, but there's a lot more British boats around, and there's also a lot of British units in Glasgow. Maybe going to push for Brussels. potentially. Yes, okay, so the Moors are going to be the Vandals, sorry, not the Moors, the Vandals are going to be eliminated by Greece. Like I said, if they can get hold of southern Sardinia, Santiago here, and keep building, pumping out boats, they are going to be in a very, very strong position by the late game, as long as they can stay alive, I guess, because they're not doing too badly, Greece. There are a lot of civs who are in condition. There are a lot of civs who need to push on. I said I made my top 5. I think there's only really 2-3 civs. I think there's 3 civs you could actually put in a top 5, and then there's loads of sort of ties for the rest. But yeah, other than Russia, Khazar, and Arabia, I don't think you could put anyone in the top 5. Also, speaking of the Great Wall, I saw a Great Wall of China. I saw the film today, The Great Wall, probably a little while ago. I don't know, is this next Thursday's video? Last Friday, I watched The Great Wall. Good film. Matt Damon's in it. Pretty cool film about Great Wall of China. It's not a true story, I presume. I'm pretty sure it's not a true story, but it was a good film. It looked pretty good. Good story to it. So there you go. GeoGame 99's film reviews coming in big there. How is this going? Warsaw is surviving, but there is now Russian artillery and Finland to deal with, which is going to make things interesting. And there you go. That's a war that I thought we'd see eventually, but I'd forgotten about. Egypt, Mercurial. I mean, Egypt, be careful. We just saw the Garamantes, who we thought were the strongest civ in Africa. Who I thought. I don't know what you thought. You may think that Spain is the strongest civ in Africa because they have a colony there, but Egypt, I don't know, it's up to you what to think. But yes, we saw the Garamantes, who I thought were the strongest civ in Africa for a while. Maybe the Songhai will overtake them soon. Just fail to do anything to Mercuria, and Mercuria are helped by being on the edge of the map. That is a big help to them. No one coming from the south, that's a huge help. It's going to be interesting to see if the Egyptians have success. Also, Arabia is landing units over the Red Sea, almost a pre-invasion. If they have open borders with Mercuria, then that is going to help them a lot. The Vandals v Spain. Vandals, you're being attacked by Greece. You don't need more enemies. At least the Swiss are burning some units. That is going to help processing times, you know. Always got to get those good, juicy processing times up. I was going to say, come on Britain. That would have been really bad, because there's probably someone out there supporting France, or someone from France. Maybe. There's been a peace between Mercuria and the Garamantes. But no, I'd like to see Britain do well, but if the French hold them off, that would also be cool, because I like seeing France do well as well, because we don't usually see that. With no disrespect to the French AI. We don't, but these Russian artillery are helping now. Warsaw being pounded. I mean, if Finland took this, it would be big. Yeah, and it would probably be bad news for Finland, but it would be big if Finland could do it. And Greece have just settled in the middle of Khazar and Russia's pincer movement thing of border growth. Not a good move, Greece. Khazar are all over here, so I don't know how that's going to play out, but we could see Khazar take that eventually. And if the Khazar-Russian alliance stays together, then that could lead to Russia, maybe not meaning to, but ending up in a full-on war with the Greeks out here in the far west, or the east of Europe, but the west of Russia. It's very complicated talking about west and east. It's all perspective, really, but the Vandals. Okay, so this city is going to fall to the Greeks next turn, which is big. Southern Italy falling. Hopefully it will connect its borders to that citadel. That will make me feel a little better about the citadel being there. Go on, Goths. You deserve to survive, don't you, Goths, as Greece citadel spam you. But yeah, the Goths are just going to struggle. I mean, if Greece takes them out, that'll be the end. I don't think Austria will be able to take them out, unless they try really, really, really hard. The French are not doing anything. Spain is surviving. Britain are not doing anything. We're really analytical here. The Celts and Sweden. Oh, this is interesting. Let's watch this unfold while everything else slowly does its thing. There's so many notifications. Just trying to keep my eye out for the important ones. We're almost making it at 15 turns a video, which is really good progress to be making at this point. I just thought I'd notice if we get to 3:30, there's 2 more turns in the next 5 minutes. That'd be good. The Ottomans and Spain v the Goths, doesn't matter. But there we go. Greece took this city. Sicily. for themselves. So Papal States, what are you doing? I know you're pretending to fight the French at the moment, but nothing's happening there. Just, you know, the Pope, declare some wars. Don't act like you're popey and don't want to declare war. You've already taken out Venice, so don't tell me you're not wary, Mr. Pope. Okay, Warsaw's going to fall to Finland. I'm calling it now, because Finland's go is first, because they're a mod. Is that going to be the case? Is that going to be the case? It would be massive if it is. I don't know. The health may just be too much on the city. But it's going to fall this turn. Khazaria are moving their units. Now the Garamantes. Those two do take a while to process, I've noticed. But come on. I mean, not come on. I should stop supporting people. But it would be nice to see the finish. Do it. Wow. Finland. Oh my goodness. Iceland. Iceland v Denmark. I don't know if I can. I was rooting for you, Iceland, but you know, attacking my pick of Denmark. Oh my goodness, France! What do you do? How many wars does France need to be in to realise they're overstretched? But anyway, that's probably going to annoy the Russians. Problem is, taking Warsaw from Finland is a different matter to taking it from Austria. As tough as they were finding it, eventually they found a way. France are fighting on so many fronts; it's ridiculous. There's a naval battle at Orleans. They're fighting British units at Glasgow. They'll now be fighting Danish units over here. Austria, Denmark. That doesn't matter. I mean, there's a couple of... The Austrian units are finally going home. They finally realised it's probably a good idea. They might take this back, you know. Russia, Denmark. Oh my god. Russia, Denmark as well. That doesn't matter. It's bad for Denmark, but it's only... Oh my goodness, when did this happen? The Celts did it. They took this city over. I didn't even notice that happen. Good job, Celts. And someone settled here. The Moors. There's a lot of stuff we haven't noticed just going on in the background. It's time to really pick up the action again. Can't believe this. Warsaw falling to Finland. A very big blob of land now for them over here. And what was I going to look for? I was going to look for something. I forgot. Good job, Celts. That's what I was going to say. Credit to you. Good job. Are Iceland doing anything? No. I was going to just check, but no, they're not sending... I don't think they have deep sea boats yet. They have... I don't know how this boat... Oh no, that's Finland, that's why. Yeah, I think Denmark are safe from Iceland, but in other people, maybe not. But good job, Celts. Good to see you still going strong. I don't know how long Sweden will let you keep that city for. Mercuria, Denmark. Oh, there is this war. Egypt slowly pushing in. Whether they'll be successful is yet to find out. But anyway, what is going on? What is going on in the world? Everything's just gone crazy. Russia, oh my goodness, Greece gave Russia open borders. We could see Vienna, which will have no access, well, it just about does, fall to Russia, and then all of a sudden Greece are making a very bad mistake. Let's put it that way. Ideology, who's it going to be? The Papal States, I didn't even know they were close to an ideology, decided to go mainstream, join autocracy, join Russia, Khazar, Arabia, the Songhai. That's probably a wise move. You know, you've got some strong friends. You're going to be very close to Russia in not too many turns. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this video. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.